Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly let go? Not just cleaning out your closet, I mean really let go. Of pain, of expectation, of control. If you're like most people, you're probably holding more than you realize. Old regrets, stories about who you should be, guilt from years ago, and even the weight of other people's opinions. They're invisible, but they shape everything. But what if today, just for a few minutes, you could release all of it? I want to share with you a few Zen stories, not just to entertain you, but to unfold something within you. These stories have changed my life, and they might just change yours. So let's begin. Story 1. The Overflowing Cup. There's a classic Zen story that many of my students in the U.S. remember long after our sessions. A well-educated professor came to visit a Zen master. He wanted to learn about wisdom, about peace, about enlightenment. The master offered him tea. As he poured, the cup filled and kept filling and kept pouring. Tea spilled everywhere. "Stop!" the professor shouted. "The cup is full." And the master said quietly, "Exactly. You are like this cup. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" That moment says everything. We're so full of thoughts, of assumptions, of what we think we know about life, about love, about ourselves. I've worked with people in their 60s and 70s who were still holding on to their childhood wounds. A comment from a parent, a betrayal from a friend, a failure they never forgave themselves for. When we carry all that, we leave no room for peace. Letting go begins here, emptying your cup. Not destroying what's in it, just making space. What are you full of right now? What if, just for a moment, you could pour some of it out? Story 2. The Woman and the Two Monks. There's a Zen parable I've told dozens of times, but it always lands like new. Two monks were walking through the countryside. They came to a muddy road where a young woman stood, unable to cross. Without a word, the elder monk picked her up and carried her through. Later that day, after hours of silence, the younger monk finally spoke. "We're monks. We took vows. You shouldn't have touched that woman." And the elder replied, "I put her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" Let me ask you, what are you still carrying? A grudge from years ago? An argument with someone who's not even in your life anymore? Or maybe it's a choice you regret, one you replay over and over again, as if that might somehow change the ending. Here's the thing. Your mind doesn't know the difference between reliving and remembering. Each time you revisit that moment, your body reacts all over again. But the truth is, you've already crossed that road. That moment is gone. Letting go is learning to stop carrying what's already over. Story 3. The Empty Boat. Now let me tell you about one of my favorite stories. A man was rowing across a river when suddenly another boat crashed into his. He was furious. "Who's the fool who hit me?" he shouted. But then he saw it. The boat was empty. There was no one inside. It had simply drifted with the current, and just like that, his anger vanished. In Zen, we say, every boat is empty. Think about this. When someone insults you, cuts you off in traffic, breaks your trust, what if they weren't acting out of intention but unconsciousness, pain, ego, fear? Maybe they too were just drifting. I'm not saying people aren't responsible for their actions, but carrying anger is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to get sick. Letting go doesn't mean pretending it didn't happen. It means choosing peace over punishment. Every boat is empty if you look with compassion. Story 4. The Illusion of Control. I want you to imagine this. You're holding sand in your palm. Now, tighten your grip. What happens? The sand slips through your fingers. This is what control does. The tighter we grip our plans, our image, our timeline, the more peace we lose. One of my Zen teachers once said, "Life flows best when we don't dam the river." But so many of us are trying to control things that were never ours to hold. People's opinions, the pace of healing, the path of our children, even the emotions we're allowed to feel. Here's the truth. Letting go isn't giving up. It's surrendering to life's deeper wisdom. In neuroscience, we now understand this too. Letting go rewires the prefrontal cortex, reducing stress, increasing clarity, and improving sleep. Let go, and watch your nervous system breathe again. Story 5. My own story of grief. Let me be honest with you. There was a time I couldn't let go either. Years ago, I lost someone I loved. I thought I was ready. I had all the Zen quotes, all the spiritual knowledge. But when the grief hit, it shattered me. I kept thinking, I should be okay by now. I should be more enlightened than this. But pain doesn't care about should. One night in a small Zen center in Northern California, a teacher whispered to me, "You don't have to let go all at once. Just stop holding it so tightly." That changed everything. Letting go can be gentle, it can be slow. It doesn't mean you forget. It means you stop letting the memory control you. That's when healing begins. Story 6. The strength in softness. There's a Zen saying that goes, "The softest things in the world overcome the hardest. Bamboo bends in the wind, but it doesn't break. Rocks resist and eventually crack." In our culture, we're taught that being strong means being tough. But Zen teaches something different. True strength is in softness. It's in pausing before reacting. It's in forgiving even when no apology comes. It's in walking away from drama, not proving you're right. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is simply let go. Let go of the need to win. Let go of the narrative. Let go of the armor. And you'll discover beneath all that defense, there's a quiet, radiant self, just waiting to breathe. So what does it really mean to let go of everything? It doesn't mean detaching from life. It means detaching from illusion. Illusions of control, of permanence, of perfection, of being anything other than what you are right now. I want you to try this. Tonight, before bed, close your eyes and say to yourself, "Today, I let go of one thing I no longer need." It could be resentment, or guilt, or the pressure to be everything for everyone, just one thing, each day, one thread at a time. The knot begins to loosen. If this message spoke to your heart, I invite you to subscribe. This channel is here for you, where Zen meets real life. Not in temples far away, but in your kitchen, your breath, your moments. Leave me a comment below. What are you letting go of today? Let's walk this path together, softly, slowly, and with great love. Until next time, keep breathing, keep softening, and keep letting go.